Hey, Mardi Gras is in full swing in the Big Easy. That's a live picture of Bourbon Street where thousands from around the world plan to end their Fat Tuesday celebration sometime later tonight.
From Lake Charles to Mobile, from New Roads to New Orleans, Mardi Gras mania is in full swing.
And you know, Saints Fever dominated many of those Mardi Gras parades this year, as you might guess on that. Now, we have team coverage tonight. Our 9 News crews are spread out across South Louisiana like Mardi Gras beads that have been thrown.
WAFB's David Spott kicks off our coverage tonight. He joins us live from atop of Bourbon Street reveling point where revelers are flocking. David?
George, they are flocking, hundreds of thousands to be specific here. It's been going on all day. It's going to go on all night right now. You look out, you see hundreds of thousands of people. I'm going to have Charles Holmes here, my photographer. Just look out. You can see hundreds of thousands having fun, getting ready to end those Mardi Gras festivities. As I mentioned, it's been going on today. Right now, I want to show you something from WAFB's Jim Shannon, who was here in New Orleans a little bit earlier today for the famous parades of Zulu and Rex. Take a look.
New Orleans police says every available officer was on the street for Mardi Gras 2010. These weren't the only ones on the parade route. So was well-known director Spike Lee.
We're shooting the follow-up to our documentary when the levees broke.
Is this going to be an uplifting kind of thing or what?
Both. The Saints won a Super Bowl. Can't be that bad.
The world champion New Orleans Saints dominated the theme here. King Rex flying the colors proudly. So was New Orleans Mayor Ray Nagin on his last Mardi Gras ride.
I'm wearing a Who Dat, and I'm part of the Who Dat Nation, and I'm ready to go, man. It's going to be a great day today. We got some Saints players riding. It's just a wonderful day in New Orleans.
So as Pete Fountain marched down St. Charles Avenue for the 50th straight year, Mardi Gras 2010 will be well remembered as one of the biggest parties New Orleans has ever thrown. In New Orleans, Jim Shannon, WAFB 9 News.
And I was talking to some New Orleans police officers a little bit earlier. They said it's been crazy here in the city with the Saints winning the Super Bowl and Mardi Gras just a week apart. So many people still talking about Who Dat. The black and gold is still out there, but also some Mardi Gras is coming in there as well. So we're going to send it back to you guys right now, but reporting live on Bourbon Street, I'm David Spott. And be sure to tune back in at 10 o'clock because we're going to be out here and we will have the latest with another live report coming up at 10. Donna, George?
Oh, yeah, after the Super Bowl, this is a double shot this year.
Look, a little closer to home, New Roads rolled its 88th parade this afternoon.
9 News found some first-time revelers from Chicago. WAFB's Tiana Williams spent the day in the Mardi Gras Mambo of New Roads.
The streets in New Roads were just a little crowded as people paraded toward a perfect spot to yell, "Tell me something, mister!" The crowd was ready, but they would have to wait for their good time to roll because this parade started just a little late. But don't think that stopped them from getting the party started. Check out the balcony of Mama's.
We usually go to Lafayette, but this year we decided to do something different and come to New Orleans. As long as she's enjoying herself, I'm enjoying myself.
About 40 minutes later, led by Grand Marshal General Russell Honoré, the floats made their way through town with some music, sure to pump up any crowd. In every other state, it's just a regular Tuesday.
Except in Louisiana. I also like to say Sean Payton, Drew Brees, who that, baby?
Down south, we're celebrating a championship football team and Mardi Gras. That's what you call one big old party.
The atmosphere is festive, and that's what we like to have fun.
This is one Mardi Gras that many of these folks are sure to remember, whether they were looking to catch a little something
got you some, Mama.
or be entertained. This crowd will walk away pleased.
Well, it's definitely not New Orleans, but the folks here say they like a lot of good, clean fun, and that's how it's done in New Roads. Tiana Williams, WAFB 9 News.
Okay, now, the town of Mamou is only 70 miles to the west of New Roads, but the folks there do Mardi Gras in a very, very different way.
It looks different. It's one of the only places you'll find half the town chasing chickens on Fat Tuesday. WAP's Graham Alkins traveled to Mamou to experience the Coulier de Mardi Gras.
Yeah, Mardi Gras! Woo!
The floats have 4 legs, and the throws, let's just say they're a little harder to catch.
This is traditional Mamu Mardi Gras running that nobody else in the world does.
The Courrier de Mardi Gras is a centuries-old tradition where masked riders go house to house, begging for ingredients for a town gumbo.
If you want a chicken, you gotta catch it.
But as chaotic as this all may seem, there is some strategy involved.
I run on a treadmill before this to get in shape.
One is speed. I don't have that anymore. Second is cunning. You gotta watch where they might go. And third is disguise.
Or, as this chicken champ found out, you may just get lucky.
I was the slowest one and they turned around and come back to me.
So there you go. So it's not always being the fastest.
No, it's the slowest and the drunkest.
Complicating things is the Capitan, who often leads the chase into tricky territory.
And the water's deep out there. I forgot my floaties at the house. Man, that Guinea's fast, yeah.
Nothing is off limits, including a little deception. This fake-out even fooled veteran photographer Randy Leduff. As for the chickens, don't worry about them. A little white lie calms their nerves.
No, he's not going to get cooked. No? The gumbo's already cooked.
Oh, yeah? That's what you're telling the chicken at least?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling him.
Really, it's not about the chickens anyway. What brings this group together is the thrill of the chase and the fellowship celebrated here in the rice fields of Evangeline Parish.
Ain't nothing better than Mamu Mardi Gras. Yeah. Maybe some more boudin, but that's close.
In Mamu, Graham Wilkins, WAFB 9 News.
You know, I knew they weren't catching enough chickens to feed a whole town. Now I know gumbo's already made. By land and by sea, one small town took the Mardi Gras party to the bayou.
WAFB's Alan Toomey spent the day in Gross Tate in Iberville Parish for their 3rd annual Fat Tuesday Boat Parade. The cool weather didn't stop spectators from lining up on the banks to show off their Mardi Gras spirit.
Oh, it's great fun. It's family-oriented, family fun. It's good for all of the residents, local area, and everybody. We welcome any and everybody out.
That is one of the 2 Mardi Gras parades with the floats really float.
Exactly. We float. We all float.
Young and old onlookers hollered the traditional cry, "Throw me something, mister!" and beads flew across the water and onto the bank. Remarkably, few of the trinkets actually wound up in the bayou.